Coming with me, go ahead and start the Spotify playlist. Come on up to stand. Take your feet nice and wide. And we're just gonna draw circles with the torso and the pelvis. Left arm goes up as you inhale, take it overhead. As you exhale, bend both your knees, bring your fingertips down, go over to the left side. Inhale, right arm goes up, left arm goes up. Exhale, come on down. Just 2 more like that. Next time you come down, now go to the right and come up. Two more. Next time you come down, stay down. Parallel your feet if they're not already there. Keep your feet nice and wide and then walk your hands over towards your right foot and just gently melt your torso over your right leg. So in standing forward fold, always bend your knees as much as the lower back, the hamstrings are asking for. Walk your hands over to the other leg, so over to the left. Fingertips by the left foot, pivot yourself towards the front of your mat, bending into your left knee, right heel comes up off the ground, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, down dog, plant your palms and step back. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Cobra pose, press all 10 toes into the earth and inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, down dog, take your hips up to the sky behind you. Right leg goes up, deep breath in. And step your right foot forward in between your hands. Back knee lowers down to the earth. Inhale and sweep the arms overhead, low lunge. As you exhale, grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, take your hands gently over towards the right, stretching the left side. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath. Come on back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down by the front foot. Lift your back knee up off the ground. Take a deep breath right here. And as you exhale, take your right hand to the inside of your right leg, and we're going to turn and face towards the back of our mat. So pivot your feet towards the long edge of your mat. Walk your hands over towards your left foot, which is now the back edge. Bend your left knee. Put your back knee down on the ground. Inhale and reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, gently take the hands over towards the left. Come on back to center with the torso. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, down dog, palms the earth, and step back. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push up, and lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Cobra pose, press all 10 toes into the earth. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, down dog, take your hips up to the sky behind you. Walk your hands to your feet, walk yourself to the back of your mat. Bend your knees, chin into your chest, and roll yourself up to stand. As you inhale, circle the arms out and up. Remain standing, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Release your arms down by your sides and just turn and face towards the front of your mat. Connect to a gaze point out in front of you, soft jaw, soft eyes. And just quite simply feel the breath, feel the body. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, lift your heels off the ground. So come onto your tippy toes. Press the balls of the feet down and lift up through the heels. Lift up through the fingers. Regulate your breath. And then take your arms out in front of you so that your arms are parallel to the earth, palms facing down, and then bend your knees and come about halfway down. See if you can lift your heels just a little bit higher. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath. Heels come down to the ground, chair pose, release your arms. Inhale, sweep them forward and up. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Flat back as you inhale, offer the chest forward. As you exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge, knee stays off the ground, and as you inhale, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, right fingers forward, left fingers back, twist your torso towards the left. Inhale back to center with the arms. Exhale again, twist to the left. 2 more like that. Last one, my friends. Inhale, arms overhead, deep breath in. As you exhale, down dog, palms come down to the earth and step back. All right, inhale, rippling forward, plank pose, upward push-up. Exhale, put your knees on the ground. So we're gonna play with some fun Chaturanga variations. If at any point it ever feels like too much, just hold plank pose, knees on or off the ground. And or as we move through this, feel free to keep your knees on the ground the whole time, okay? Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower down halfway Chaturanga. Stay here, take an inhale. Exhale, full Chaturanga, take your knees off the ground. Inhale, plank pose, straighten your elbows. Exhale, put your knees on the ground. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. If it's too much, just hold plank or keep your knees on the ground, okay? Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees off the ground. Inhale, plank pose, straighten your elbows. Exhale, put your knees on the earth. 1 more time, take an inhale. Lower down halfway. Inhale, lift your knees up. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Take your hips up to the sky behind you. Take an inhale through your nose and out your mouth. Ha. Right leg goes up to the sky, inhaling. And step your right foot forward in between your hands. Walk your left fingers off the mat to the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Draw both the shoulder blades onto the back and see if you can gently lean your torso back towards the left wall. Breathe deep into your chest. All right, right hand comes down to the ground. We're coming into a variation of lounging lizard. Scoot your right foot back about a foot towards your left one, and then left hand out in front of you, in front of wrist, left ankle aligned. Pivot both your feet to the right. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're gonna work your outer left hip to the ground, right fingertips touch left leg. Inhale, lift the hips up, reach the arm overhead. On exhale, come on down. We got 2 more like that, okay? All right, inhale, reaching up, and we're gonna hold. Feel free to stay as you are or full Vasisthasana. Step your right foot to meet your left one. Lift your hips. All right, fam jam, plank pose. You've got a Vinyasa, child's pose, or down dog. The choice is yours. Vinyasa in this context always. Plank pose, Chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. All right, big toes come to touch, bend your knees, look forward at the bottom of your exhale, look forward, step or hop lightly to the front of your mat. Flat back, once you get there, offer your chest forward, bow, standing forward fold. Root down through both your legs, come on up to stand, circle the arms overhead, deep breath in. Remain standing, hands in prayer. Release your arms by your sides. All right, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then as you exhale, lift your heels off the ground, so come onto your tippy toes. Press down through the balls of the feet, reach up through your fingertips. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Bring your hips to your heels, come all the way down into a little squat. Bakasana, crow pose. You're going to take your knees out to the sides, hands come down to the earth. You might want to scoot back a little bit on your mat so that your palms can be on the mat. Splay your fingers out wide. Take your knees to your upper arms, squeeze knees and upper arms towards each other. Shift the weight forward and then perhaps lift 1 or 2 feet up off the ground. I love singing in crow, so here we are. Take an inhale. Feet come down to the earth, hips up, head down, standing forward fold. Step to the front of your mat. Flat back, inhale, offer the chest forward. As you exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground if you can. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, high lunge. As you exhale, left fingers forward, right fingers back, twist your torso to the right. We got 3 more. Inhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, down dog, palms to the earth and step back. We're gonna do those funny chaturangas again, okay? So feel free to hold plank pose if it doesn't serve. Come forward, plank pose as you inhale. Lower your knees to the ground as you exhale. Stay here, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees off the ground. Inhale, plank pose, straighten your arms. Exhale, put your knees on the earth. Take a deep breath in. Halfway down we go. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knees up. Inhale, plank pose, straighten. Exhale, put your knees on the ground. Last one of the day. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale. Exhale, knees up. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Whippa. All right, left leg up, inhale. And we step it forward. Right fingers off the mat to the right. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Open your chest to the left. See if you can bend a little bit deeper into your front knee and really engage your back quadriceps. Lift your back thigh. All right, left hand to the earth. Lounging lizard into Lahari flow. So right hand comes forward onto the mat, right wrist and shoulder. Wrist is further forward than shoulder. Scoot your left foot back by about a foot. Pivot both your feet to the left and then reach your left arm up to the sky. Inhale right here. Exhale, come on down. Outer right hip to the ground, left fingertips touch right leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, come on down. 2 more. All right, we're lifting up and holding. Inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Stay as you are, or stack left foot on top of right one. Plank pose, child's pose, down dog, your choice. Take a vinyasa or skip it. Return to your breath. Bring your big toes to touch, bend your knees, look forward. At the bottom of your next exhale, step or hop lightly to the front of your mat. Flat back once you get there, offer the chest forward, and exhale and bow. Root down through both your legs, come on up to stand, sweep the arms overhead, deep breath in. Remain standing, hands in prayer. Release your arms by your sides, connect to a gaze, point out in front of you, and quite simply feel. Bring your big toes to touch. So we're going to take chair twists. If you've got any lower back stuff, you can take your feet hip width, put the block in between your thighs and squeeze the block. It just gives the lower back more space, okay? Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. As you inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer and twist to the right. So bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. As you inhale, lift the chest up. And as you exhale, gently twist the torso to the right and up to the sky. Feel free to stay exactly as you are, or we're going to spread our wings, left arm down, right arm up. All right, back to center, reach the arms overhead. We're going to twist right to the other side. So right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, and as you exhale, gently twist the torso towards the left and up to the sky. Coming with me, spread your wings, right arm down, left arm up. All right, back to center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Flat back, inhale, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step back, plank pose, lower halfway or all the way down, Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra, roll over the toes, lift your beautiful heart. Exhale, down dog. All right, right leg up to the sky, deep breath in. And step your right foot forward in between your hands. Back knee lowers down to the earth, and as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, low lunge. All right, hands come into prayer in front of the heart, and what we're going to do from here is straighten the front leg. Now, as we straighten the front leg, pelvis is going to stay over back knee, so you might need to scoot your front foot further forward so that your pelvis is over your back knee. This is where the block comes in. I'd love you to grab the block, put it on its highest height on the outside of your right leg. Yeah, inhale, reach the arms up. Like we did earlier, exhale, left fingers forward, right fingers back, twist your torso to the right. Back to center, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and twist. 2 more like that, okay? Let's do 1 more like that. Now we're going to stay in the twist and bring our hands to that block. So feel free to keep the block up higher or bring it down lower. We're all shaped super differently. What I love to access is the outer part of your right thigh. And if you ever need a little bit more space, just bend your front knee, no problem, okay? And then breathe deep into your outer right leg. If you want to get rid of the block, feel free. Keep your right big toe going directly up to the sky as you gently twist the torso to the right and back. Two more. All right, come on back to center, bend back into your front knee, hands down by the front foot. Lift your back knee up off the ground. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, which just means reach your chest forward. Exhale, plank pose, child's pose, down dog, your choice. Take the vinyasa or skip it. All right, fam jam, other side. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Back knee lowers down to the earth. Inhale and sweep the arms up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. All right, we're going to work towards straightening the front leg, and as we do that, we might need to scoot the front foot further forward. Feel free to grab that block if you'd like and put it on the outside of your leg. So pelvis directly over back knee. Front leg as straight as it can comfortably go. Inhale and sweep the arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, right fingers forward, left fingers back. Twist your torso to the left. 2 more like that, okay? I lied, it's 3, so it's 2 more after this. Last one, my friends. Stay in the twist, and now bring your hands down onto the block on the outside of the leg. Feel free to bend your knee. We're here for about 7 breaths. At any point, if you want to bring the block down lower or get rid of it, feel free. Keep your left big toe going up to the sky and twist your torso towards the left till you feel a party in your outer left hip. Deepen the breath. All right, bend back into your front knee, hands down by the front foot. Lift your back knee up off the ground. Inhale, lengthen top of the head forward. Exhale, plank pose, child's pose, downward dog. Last time. All right, I'd like you to step your feet to the middle of your mat. That's halfway between the front and the back of the mat. And bring your big toes to touch. Lift your heels up nice and high, and then walk your hands to your feet. Bend your knees and bring your hips to your heels. All right, come upright with your torso. Okay, fam jam, so we're taking side crow. And we'll do it so that we're twisting our torso and not our arms. So what I'm going to get you to first do is take your knees over towards the left. Take your torso so it's facing the left side of the room, okay? Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, twist towards the front of your mat. So bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Gently press the top palm into the bottom one. Roll the heart open. If you're not arm balancing for any reason today, stay here. You're amazing. If you want to take it a little bit further, we're going to take the left arm down, the right arm up. This is also a second option if you want to not take the arm balance but still enjoy the twist. All right, if you're coming with me, all 10 fingers reaching towards the front of the mat. From here, you're going to lift your hips up. You got 2 options. You're either going to bring your outer right hip to your right tricep, or you'll walk your hands over to the right a little bit more so that you're just melting onto just your left upper arm, okay? From here, lift your hips up, bend your elbows, perhaps take your outer right hip to your right upper arm. Shift the weight forward, see if you can lift your left toes. Lift your right toes. Stay here, or now extend both your legs out to the left. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath. All right, bend the knees, put your feet on the ground. Hips up, head down, standing forward fold. Take an inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, Can we try the other side? All right, fingertips out in front of you. Lift your heels up off the ground, bend your knees and bring your hips to your heels. Turn your whole body to face the right side of the room. Come upright with your torso and bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. See if you can snuggle the armpit to the outside of the leg and gently roll your chest open towards the left and up. Feel free to stay as you are, or left arm down. Oops, just try that again. Right arm down, left arm up. So feel free to stay here, especially if you've got any wrist and shoulder stuff. If you're coming with me, let's take side crow. Palms down to the earth, shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Lift your hips up, perhaps bring your outer left hip to your left upper arm, or just rest it on your right upper arm, okay? Up to you. Shift the weight forward. See if you can bend the elbows, lengthen the sternum, the breastbone forward. Cool, stay as you are, or explore extending both your legs to the right. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath. All right, knees bent, feet on the ground, hips up, head down, standing forward fold. Take your feet hip width apart. What I'd love you to do is walk your hands underneath your feet. If that's not accessible today, then just put your palms down on the ground and then flip your palms towards your fingertips, towards your toes, your other fingertips. So if walking hands under the feet doesn't serve, I just want to release the wrists. You can bend your knees here and just put your fingertips by your toes, palms facing up. If you can, you're going to walk your hands underneath your feet. Fingertips hang out with the wrists. Let's try that again. Toes hang out with the rest, your other fingertips. My goodness, Clara. Fingertips hang out with the heels, okay? And then just gently bow forward. And if you're standing on your hands, just gently press the toes into the palms. All right, release your hands. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, plank pose, step back and lower yourself all the way down to the ground, all the way. Take your hands behind you by your bum, interlace your fingers together. Press your pubic bone down into the earth and inhale, lift your legs up off the ground. Reach through your toes like I was pulling them back. And now shrug your shoulders onto your back and gently lift your sternum, your breastbone, and your head up to the sky. So Shalabhasana, locust pose. Keep pressing the pubic bone down and then lift the legs, lift the arms. Next time you exhale, lie down, one cheek to the ground or one palm on top of the other, forehead rests. Might feel nice to rock the hips, might feel nice to stay perfectly still. Take your palms underneath your shoulders and come stand up on your knees. I'd like to take Utkatasana, camel pose. If you prefer to take a supported bridge, lie down on your back and put that block underneath your sacrum, okay? If you're coming with me, toes curled under, knees underneath hips. You can always put padding underneath the knees. Take your hands to your lower back, fingers face up or down. Whatever works for your own wrists is great. And then hug your elbows in towards each other. Gently draw the tailbone down towards the earth and lift the sternum, the breastbone up to the sky. Stay here or gently curl your heart up and sweetly back. Stay here or both hands to both heels at the same time. Root down through both your knees, come on up to stand. Tops of feet on the ground and sit back on your heels. Feel free to sit on a block. And then connect to a gaze point or close your eyes. Taking this opportunity to quite simply feel. The practice is quite simple. Breathe deep, stay as present as you can, and participate in your experience by breathing deep, by staying present. All right, fam jam. I'd like to take pigeon pose. If you're dealing with any kind of knee stuff, I'd love you to lie down on your back and take thread the needle or take 90-90, okay? If you're coming with me, come forward onto hands and knees. Take your right knee forward, right knee behind right wrist, right foot over towards the left, and then slide your left leg out behind you. Walk your hands by your hips if you can. And just make sure, ideally, that your pelvis is neutral, meaning that your pelvis is squared towards the front of the room, okay? Walking hands by hips as you inhale, lift the chest up to the sky. And then gently walk your hands out in front of you and bow forward and down into pigeon. My friends, and thread the needle, right? You're hugging the right shin in towards the chest. And then wherever you may be, hopefully you're feeling this in your outer right hip, and the back of your bum on the right side. And quite simply feel the breath, feel your body. Walk your fingertips back up. Either move it through downward dog to switch sides, or those of us on our back, both knees bent, both feet on the ground. Okay, pigeon pose or thread the needle other side, so left knee behind left wrist, left foot over to the right. Walk your right leg out behind you. So ideally your right leg is parallel with the long edge of your mat if you're in pigeon pose, left knee out to the left. And then walk your hands by your hips, press your right leg down, and gently lift the torso up. Next time you exhale, walk your hands out in front of you and bow forward and down. Walk the palms back up. Shift over to your left side and reach your right leg out in front of you and give your legs a little 1-2 wiggle. And lie down on your back, happy baby. Take your knees into your armpits, soles, feet up towards the sky. Grab a hold of your feet or your shins with your hands and press the sacrum down to the earth as you take your knees wide and down towards the ground. Keep the knees out to the sides, floating Baddha Konasana, soles, feet together. And then interlace your fingers around the outer part of your feet with your hands. Pressing your feet into your hands, so press your feet away from your torso, and then take your knees wide and also away from the torso, opening up the groin. And the knees come back in towards the chest. Lift your head up off the ground and squeeze everything as tightly as you can. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release Savasana, corpse pose. Splay your feet and your hands away from each other, closing your eyes for final rest. Take a deep breath in the nose. And exhale it out the mouth. Reaching the arms overhead and giving yourself a big stretch. And bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. And slowly rolling over to one side and just taking a breath or two right there. And come on up to sit. Just taking a breath here and observing how you feel. Either keep your hands as they are or hands in prayer. We'll take one Om and 3 Shantis. The Shantis are slow. Take an inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Cultivating peace within and without. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste.